Hello and welcome. Now, in the latest on the US-Iran tensions, US President Donald Trump has said that he refrained from launching a strike on Iran. In a series of tweets, Trump said, and I quote, "Iran shot down an unmanned drone flying in international waters. We were cocked and loaded to retaliate last night on 3 different sites. When I asked how many will die, 150 people, sir, was the answer from a general. 10 minutes before the strike, I stopped it," unquote. Now, Trump further said that Iran can never have nuclear weapons. All right, joining me live from Amman is WION World is One's very own Daniele Pagani. Good evening, Daniele. What do you make of this latest tweet from Trump, where he says he could have hit back at Iran, but he chose not to?
Good evening. It was a very much weighted clarification. We were all waiting for Donald Trump to say something because there were quite a few speculations out in the air about the fact that he decided to pull back allegedly a few minutes before these airstrikes were taking place. It seems now to be clear that he decided not to do so because he evaluated the response that might have killed 150 people, even if these were military personnel, Iranian military personnel. According to the President of the United States, this was absolutely not matching the damage that an unmanned vehicle is. And I would say that this, militarily speaking, is a clever decision. At the end of the day, there were no casualties in the United States forces. It was an attack also not very clear because it still needs to be established where exactly the drone was. So there is a sort of discussion going on also on that front. Counterattacking Iran and starting a war on the downing of an unmanned vehicle would have been actually maybe a step too long, even for the United States of America, and even with belligerent element like Pompeo and Bolton within the administration.
Now, Daniele, a quick follow-up question. Now, many people around the world who might be watching you and me this moment are wondering, where do Iran and the US go from here? Now, we are given to understand that Trump has sent a message to Iran via Oman, but Iran has said that it is up to Ayatollah Ali Khamenei to decide what to do next. So what's going to happen next?
This is the very problem of this entire confrontation, that there is no end game in sight. The two parties both the parties want something that the other party does not want. Iran wants the nuclear deal to be reinstated. The United States of America will never do that because they walked away unilaterally from that deal. They don't want Iran to develop any nuclear capability. And in this moment, Iran is re-enriching uranium. So there is clearly no meeting point when it comes to the nuclear question. As of now, a war has been averted, which was a very important step for the entire world and specifically for West Asia. But I do not see the situation moving neither forward nor backward. So we're back to yesterday's situation when the United States of America decided to send 1,000 more troops there, and Iran clearly said that it intends to respond, be it by propaganda, be it militarily, be it by using these proxies, to any pressure that the United States mount. And Trump said it very clearly. He said in his tweets he's not in a hurry, that the United States military is prepared, that the sanctions are working, and they indeed are. So he is just waiting and watching and increasing the pressure.
All right, so as Daniele says, the world is waiting and watching. We are still wanting to know who will blink first and what might happen going on forward from here. On that note, Daniele, thank you for joining us live from Amman on this developing story. Appreciate it.